Welcome back. We are tracking consumer news this morning on Rising. Forbes just published the 2015 richest people on the planet list. And, you know, may never be billionaires here in Southwest Florida for us here on Rising anyway, but there are some lessons we can learn from these wealthy people. Bad financial decisions can drain any bank account, no matter how stacked it is to begin with. So, local financial professional, James Gallagher with Waterstone Financial is here to share some rich money habits that we can all do. So, good morning. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Okay, so we didn't make the list, so we want to make the list at some point, though. You've got a great list of some advice for us. What should we be doing first, and what aren't we doing that these rich people are?
Well, I have a couple of facts first. There's 1,826 billionaires in the world now.
Wow.
A couple of them, Bill Gates is back on top.
Yep.
He took back over for Carlos Slim, who was from Mexico last year. The youngest person ever, Evan Spiegel from Snapchat, 24 years old, already made the billionaire list. But the most amazing statistic that I like is that only 230 of these people actually inherited their money.
Wow.
The other 70% of them are rags to riches stories.
I know they're so inspirational. It does make you realize that we can do it too. So what's the first thing you suggest to do?
Well, the number one, start early, and it's an attitude thing. It's hard work, it's willpower, but it's don't spend. They don't spend their money.
Right.
Rich people don't spend money.
That's true.
They invest money. Big, big difference. And so when you're thinking about this thing you have to buy at the store, is that really an investment in your future, or is it just something? Is it just stuff?
Right.
They think about investing every time.
I love that. Something too is go auto. We got to stick with the times, right?
Right. And this one is all about pay yourself first. You pay the IRS, right, for your taxes. You pay for your house payment. You pay all those other things. But do you pay yourself? I recommend pay yourself 10%, at least 10% of pay yourself. And we do that by making sure you have an automatic contribution to some savings account. You can set that up in any account. We do that for people all the time. Your money automatically comes out of the bank. You don't get to see it. You don't spend it.
And then it kind of does it for you by itself. Okay, pay it off.
Well, pay it off, that's the obvious one. You know, the average American pays $227,000 in interest in their lifetime.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine what that $227,000 could be doing towards your retirement, towards your future, if you weren't paying it on necessarily on debt? So it's better to have the money work for you than you work for the money.
Absolutely. Less than a minute left now. We want to stick to the numbers too. I love this one.
Yeah, well, stick to the numbers. So when we study these wealthy people, and I actually have a couple of these people, know them pretty well.
Right.
One of them is they don't spend very much money on housing. Warren Buffett lives in a relatively small house in suburbia Omaha, Nebraska. He does not own a huge mansion.
Right.
Spend less than 25% of your money on housing, and 10% or less of your money on entertainment and travel. That's a tough one. Go back and check your numbers and see whether you're there on that one.
I think we'd all be surprised by that. And your final one is just to splurge smart.
This is my favorite one. This comes back to rich people are cheap. But they spend money wisely. They invest their money. And so they're going to buy quality. And another thing, almost every wealthy person that we study, they give lavishly.
Yes.
They have charities that they line up behind, and most of our charitable donations come from the wealthy in America.
I love it. These are great lessons to live by. James, always great to see you. Thank you so much. I love your examples, too. Making it